Don Lebatard.
Let's go.
I'm tired of this.
All
the
right.
three of them bashing Pat Riley. I mean, LeBron James hadn't won a single thing until Pat Riley was running the organization that he played for.
Stugotz.
And then Pat Riley was running the organization that he played for. And what happened? 4 straight final appearances, 2 NBA championships, should have been a 3rd NBA championship, but LeBron was terrified to post up J.J. Barea in that first season. Hey, what did he do to Wade?
Do you not know how a jack-in-the-box works?
This is the Don Lebatard Show with the Stugotz on ESPN Radio.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Guest on the Dan Lebatard Show appear via the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line.
All right, I got to put something on the poll here. Guillermo, put this on the poll at Lebatard Show. Who sucked the fun out of the show today? Dan or Jeff Van Gundy? But wait. There's a sleeper here because Charlie is the one who texted me. Charlie is the one who texted me that Bobby Bowden story. So put Charlie on there.
Oh, wow.
As well, because I know I've lost you guys over the last 30 minutes. Hell, I was just reading straight from the Center of Disease Control. I just did that.
You're not just talking about the audience. You're talking about the people who work on this show, right?
Or I lost everybody.
You lost me.
I've lost everybody. And so who's responsible for sucking the fun out of the show today? Jeff Van Gundy, me, or Charlie?
I think I go Van Gundy.
That's fine.
At JVG, probably.
That's fine. At Lebatard Show. But I actually think, I'm going to leave it alone after this, but I actually do think that you should read, because now many of you are objecting to the story I was reading, and you're saying that is from... it's from a story involving fathers who are actually in the home. And I did quote the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. But there is more from this. If you want to read it, it's worth a read real quick, and then I'm going to leave it alone.
Also, why is the CDC doing that study? Like, shouldn't they be worried about, diseases?
No, I just told you. The agency explores... It explores an important contributor to public health and child development.
But on name alone, it sounds like a suspicious source.
Well, because the black father not being at home is viewed as a disease, regardless.
This is you leaving it alone?
Hold on a second. All right, let's do it this way. Let's mix and match. Are you ready?
Bobby Bowden's just an old man.
No,
Can we just
are you
agree
ready?
on that?
No, let's do it this way. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? No. I'm going to mix in some fun with this. Are you ready?
Yep.
Grabbo weenie. Considering the fact that black fatherhood is a phrase that is almost always accompanied by the word crisis in U.S. society, it's understandable that the CDC's results seem innovative. But in reality, the new data builds upon years of research that concluded that hands-on parenting is similar among dads of all races. There's plenty of scientific evidence to bust this racially biased myth.
Terrible title.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to do this on the fly, and it's a little bit difficult.
That's safe.
Hitting the hole. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. This is getting very hard. Hold on.
No landmines here.
The Pew Research Center, which has tracked this data for years. The
Pew Research Center. Love it.
The Pew Research Center, which has tracked this data for years, consistently finds... We're asking a lot of the audience. You had to be listening during a segment yesterday to get what we're doing right now. The Pew Research Center, which has tracked this data for years, consistently finds no big difference between white and black fathers. Gretchen Livingston, one of the senior researchers studying family life at Pew, wasn't at all surprised by the new CDC data. Blacks look a lot like everyone else, she pointed out. All right, hold on a second. Let me go back to the other one. Hold on.
Charlie.
Hold on.
Bowden.
The Ohio prostate. Damn it. I'm telling you, this is hard. The degree of difficulty on this is hard. Although black fathers are more likely to live separately from their children, the statistic that's usually trotted out to prove the parenting crisis, many of them remain just as involved in their kids' lives. Pew estimates that 67% of black dads who don't live with their kids see them at least once a month, compared to 59% of white dads and just 32% of Hispanic dads. And there's compelling evidence that number of black dads living apart from their kids stems from structural systems of inequality and poverty, not the unfounded assumption that African American men somehow place less value on parenting. Equal numbers of black dads and white dads tend to agree that it is important to be a father who provides emotional support, discipline, and moral guidance. All right. Go ahead and read the update on this Clemson crotch-grabbing story. There's a news update here.
There have been developments here. Ben Boulware, who plays for Clemson, he said, now he's not the guy who actually did it. That was Christian Wilkins. But Boulware said, quote, "We've done it all year to mess with players. No one has done it as aggressive as Christian did. We try to be more discreet about it. He grabbed a handful."
Man, this was funny to the people who were listening yesterday. I may have lost the rest of you. Okay, here's the backstory. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to explain it. Let's just do Stugotz of the day.
Are you tired of telling backstories?
I'm not. That's it. I'm not. You either get it. You either get it or you don't. I'm not going to explain it.
It is time to find out who in the world behaved despicably and has guaranteed themselves eternal damnation. Let's find out who acted most like a Stugotz.
All right, Dan. The University of Minnesota head coach was fired by his athletic director, who had the support of all the people in charge at the university. And he didn't take the firing very well. And he lashed out at the school, at the region, and at the weather.
One thing, I won't be up here freezing my ass off, so you all enjoy the winter.
And that is your Stugotz of the
Wow.
day.
Wait a minute. So that guy was fired after a 9-3 season.
Yep.
And in a soundbite that has actual awful weather in it, this guy says goodbye with double middle fingers.
One thing, I won't be up here freezing my ass off, so you all enjoy the winter.
What a great exit.
It really is.
What a great exit interview. That's fine. You fire me. I had the academics up. We were 9-3.
2 days ago, he loved the winters in Minnesota.
I mean, but now, oh my gosh, that sound is so great.
It really is.
I mean, if you Google Minnesota winter, that's the sound that comes up.
All right, hold on a second. Which sound is better? I want to compare and contrast Brent Musburger's angry retort to people telling him what he can and cannot say on the broadcast and the Minnesota coach. I want to compare them both, and I want you to vote at Lebatard Show. What is the better sound? The Minnesota coach, whose name I do not know, through a blistering winter that you can hear being picked up by the microphones.
One thing, I won't be up here freezing my ass off, so you all enjoy the winter.
That is so good. You guys enjoy the winter. How about double middle fingers for you and the media and the cold in Minnesota? That's fine. Fire me. What a great dismount. That is Kerry Strug at the end of the gymnastics routine, man, jumping into Bella Caroli's arms.
With the blustery wind.
Yes, it's perfect. It is perfect sound.
One thing, I won't be up here freezing my ass off, so you all enjoy the winter.
That guy is getting on a plane to paradise with his severance package. You guys, that's fine. Get someone else to shatter through his teeth and go 9-3. I'm going to go have a drink with an umbrella in it in the Bahamas. And compare that to yesterday. Somebody told Brent Musburger that he shouldn't be wishing Mixon well in the pros. And Brent Musburger was having none of it.
You know, Jess, apparently some people were very upset when I wished this young man well at the next level. Let me make something perfectly clear. What he did with that young lady was brutal, uncalled for. He's apologized. He was tearful. He got a second chance. He got a second chance from Bob Stoops. I happen to pull for people with second chances, okay? Let me make it absolutely clear. I hope he has a wonderful career and he teaches people with that brutal, violent video. Okay? 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9. Mike, can you merge the wintry sound with Brent Musburger's angry 2nd down and 9? If you could merge those two things.
I need this to
Yes,
happen.
both of these things. So we don't have to choose. So we can enjoy both. So much of sports radio is about you got to choose sides. Let's see if we can merge both those things on the fly. I know I'm making a big ask. I'll wait for it.
But that blustery win would make any sound better.
Make it
right?
better. Yes, that's how, it would make everything better and worse. Man, I got cold just listening to that sound. It's 80 degrees in South Florida, and that sounded horrible. Like that guy was fine being fired because he can just get out of the cold. Like he's not even packing his house. That guy's taking a flight straight to someplace warm. Let the movers go through the cold and take everything out of his house.
He got a $500,000 check.
He
did.
He's going to go spend it at a resort right now. That guy's going straight to an island. I know you're almost done. I'll wait for it, Mike.
I don't care.
Did we save the show from the grips of me and Jeff Van Gundy and
Charlie
with a little crotch grabbing?
I blame Charlie now, by the way. I do. I've changed my vote to Charlie.
I mean, he did text me with something that was too tempting to ignore.
Right, and he's not working on the show anymore. And so, like, worry about your own show and don't send something to Dan. No, I'm serious here. I love Charlie to death. And I say this lovingly about Charlie because I care about him and his entire family. But, I mean, worry about your own shows that you're producing now because you bailed on us. You left here to go up to those blustery winds somewhere in Washington, D.C., and you're sending Dan stuff that you know he might be interested in, but you know the rest of us aren't. Charlie, he should be ashamed of himself.
2nd down and 9.
Buddy, this is the Dan Lebatard Show on ESPN Radio.